Congratulations on your first win here today on the center court.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a very special day.
Think about it. Nobody really except you around that time, who played with you then, is still here.
Still around, it's true, yeah.
But you are still around. Roger, always great to talk to you. It seems that we do have this annual conversation right here.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Way to go.
It's fun. Thank you.
Roger, such a pleasure talking to you. I know you have a schedule. Do enjoy the rest of your stay in China.
Okay.
And, always welcome back.
Okay.
I actually came to know you in the year of 2002 when you first came to Shanghai for the Tennis Masters Cup. And a guy wearing his ponytail. So what happens to that guy ever since? What has changed and what has not, really, in your mind?
I think that was like a very much of a breakthrough year for me. I entered into the top 10, finished number 6 in the world after a great run here at the World Tour Finals, qualifying for the semi-final, then playing my good friend Leighton Hewitt, who I might play in my first round here. Ended up losing 7-5 in the third, but it was a breakthrough performance for me. I was able to play well under pressure. Okay, I had the ponytail, I had the beard in a way, and it was all a bit crazy, and still growing up and getting out of those teenage years, was difficult for me. But there was a bit of a change in my personality too. I was able to become more focused, more serious, more professional.
More mature as well.
More mature, exactly, as time goes by, and in a place like here then in Shanghai where the world was watching, you kind of grow up very quickly. You have no choice but to grow up quick, and that's why for me it was a great experience. Hello, this is Roger Federer, and you're watching Sports Scene here on this channel. Don't go away.
You always dubbed as the oldest one here, the oldest one there. How does that make you feel? You happy to be dubbed as such?
It's just a different feel, because you have to imagine when I came on the tour, like in 2002 when I came to Shanghai.
When you were wearing a ponytail,
well,
you were 19 years
But
old.
then also I'm playing the likes of Agassi and sharing the locker rooms with Carlos Moya and Tim Henman and Pete Sampras. And those are the guys I knew from TV, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, well, now the players know me from TV, and they're playing against me. So you have to switch your mind around a little bit and appreciate that that the young generation is knocking on the door now, and is really excited to play against you. Of course, it was also very exciting playing my generation of players like Andy Roddick, Leighton Hewitt, Marat Safin, and Ferrero, and all these guys. So for me, you go through transitions, and this one is a very enjoyable one, because I still have some of my age guys on the tour, which is great to see. But then also the Rafa and Novak generation with Andy Murray and Delpo, and then the new one coming through, such as Dimitrov, Nishikori, and Raonic, and then now the super young guys like you mentioned, Borna and Zverev and so forth. So I think it's nice to go through all of these different players, and I think it's helped me to stay motivated, for what's to come.
But you know what they said when we talk about it, they always say that Roger is only Roger. There is only one Roger.
Well, okay. I'm happy they say that, because I was, they said I was going to be the next Pete Sampras, and I said I don't want to be the next Pete Sampras. I want to be the first Roger Federer. I'm not the same, and you can't copy paste, a player. So no, it's nice to be the one and only Roger Federer. It's true.
Thanks so much for
Hello, I'm Roger Federer, and you're watching Sports Scene. I'm really trying to achieve as much as possible that I can control. It was cool to get to 100 titles in Dubai this year. That was something. Yeah, thank you. That was something extraordinary for me. And of course, every record is there to be broken and so forth. But what Rafa and Novak have done is tremendous. It's crazy also, and they will achieve more as well. I know that, but I'm not on the tour trying to stretch my lead. But of course, if I'm on the tour, it's also trying to win Grand Slams besides other titles and have a good time. So. And then there's a new generation too that knocking on the door, and you try to keep them at bay. So there's a lot going on, But I enjoy my rivalries with Novak and Rafa and others. So it's and Murray's back too. We have so many great stories in tennis and so many highlights that we can look forward to.
You mentioned actually to balance your family life and also your social life and etc. You have two twins right there, and obviously, two little boys and two little girls, and they could even, people would say that mockingly, that they could shape this kind of a, men's team, a women's team, a doubles team down the line. A busy father, how do you really manage to balance your life? Of course, Milka helps a lot,
I think that's the secret, to make it work, Some other players don't have family and so forth, so it's pretty straightforward, it's fairly simple. But when I, book flight tickets and stuff like that, we're sometimes booking 10 tickets, 25 bags, convoy of cars. Everything becomes so massive and so huge, which is fun, but at the same time, it can be draining.
It is a huge task.
Yeah, and it's a huge task. My wife chips in a lot of energy and a lot of know-how, because she's also done it for over 20 years, So we need to really be very careful and clever with my wife, how many tournaments to play, which ones to play, where to take the kids.
Map out correctly.
Map out correctly, because you don't want to miss a beat, and then later on you're actually going to have a lot of regrets. And so long the kids have a good time on the tour, it's also okay for me to keep playing. The moment I would feel that they grow very unhappy traveling, I would obviously leave them at home more, but that would also have an impact on my schedule, because my family is my #1 priority. It's always been clear for me.